Right, these are the three main things that will influence every aspect of your life, whether it's finances, money, family, relationships, exercise, everything. These three things are the three factors that will influence how successful you are, how happy you are, how fit, healthy, every single positive aspect of your life, okay? Main three things: time, effort, money. These are the things that the more you put in, either lots of one or bits of everything, influence how successful you are, how good you are, all these things. Good examples are money. So if you really want something, you will spend money on it. If you really want a Porsche, that's the most important thing for you. That's a lot of money. But if you really want it, you will save up, you will scrimp, you will save a holiday again. If you want to go to a 5-star resort, you will. If it's that important to you, you will save up, you will go without other things, you will prioritise it, you will spend the money, okay? If you don't want it, if you don't want it that badly, if you don't really care, you won't, okay? And that is the most biggest determining factor in that example. Effort. So something that doesn't require any real kind of money, something like learning a language, okay? If you decide you want to learn Russian or Mandarin or something really complicated, that is a lot of effort. If you want to climb up Kilimanjaro, if you want to go to Everest, if you want to do marathons, all these kind of things, that is a lot of effort. You've got to time as well, so those two kind of cross over. But if you're willing to put the effort in, if you're willing to not go out so you can sit and learn a language, if you're willing to not go do things so you can go for a run, if you are putting in enough effort, enough hours of the day, then you will succeed. You will do better, you'll achieve your results. That is exactly what you want. But you need to want it enough to put the effort in to achieve these things. Last thing is time. Again, language is a good thing. Doesn't require a lot of money to learn a language, but there's a lot of time. You need to sit there for 50, 60, 70 hours a day. Time is almost more important than money, and the more effort you put in that time, the more you do. Good example of all three: if you want to be, say, a doctor or a dentist or a nurse or something like that, a veterinary assistant, they're all three. They're expensive courses to do. It takes 5, 6, 7 years to do it, and you have to work your socks off in order to achieve it. But again, if it's important to you and you want it enough and you prioritize it over other things, then you'll get it. So if you're not happy, if you're not content, if you don't know, if you're annoyed you haven't achieved what you want to achieve, think about those three things. Am I putting enough effort in? Am I putting enough time in? Am I spending money on it? If you do all three of those things, then you will be hitting your goals, okay? If you're doing one of those things, then maybe you need to work on the other two. If you're not doing any of them, it's not important to you. And if that is the case, you just got to be honest with yourself. I'd rather spend my money on doing this, doing that, and that's why I haven't got what I want. Don't just say, well, I don't really know why I'm not achieving this, I'm not happy with my life, I'm not getting fit, losing weight, whatever. If your priorities are elsewhere, just be completely honest with yourself. In my example, I've spent thousands on, obviously, degree, education, equipment. I work 18-hour days. I've worked pretty much every single weekend. I've had 2 days off since November, including weekend. I'm not asking for any sympathy, but this is what I'm doing. You know, work my ass off, spent lots of money, lots of time, and now I have a facility. I'm happy. I've got control over my future. I've got more secure finance. I'm happy. I never hate going to work. But it wasn't easy, and I had to make a couple of sacrifices. But it pays off in the end. But I want it enough. So I guess what I'm saying is just think about where your priorities lie. Are you putting the effort in? Are you putting the time in? Are you investing in it? That's the big thing about investment. Like the idea is you spend money in it, and you get more out of it. It's not like, so if you buy a car, you don't buy a car because you really want to. You want it to look good. You want to feel good driving it. These are all the things you want. You want that feeling. The car's irrelevant. That's just the way of getting it. Let's say time, money, effort. Analyze those two things. Up all those things, and you achieve your goals.